So here is our 3-day pack, and you can notice here we've got our beaver tail with the helmet stowed on there, got some hydration on here, our shoulder straps, the harness system, and the lid. So we'll start here with the whole beaver tail deal. So you have 6 compression straps on there, and at the bottom it is removable with our Tri-Glide butterfly clips. So we're able to open this thing up. And like our 1-day pack, there's also a stretch pocket on the inside here for putting your rain gear or some type of thing on there, along with our 3 rows of MOLLE to attach a pocket or so. So we remove our helmet, and we have the can remove the beaver tail here. So here it is, totally removed. And on the front of our pack then, you can run this. The lid compression straps just stow away tightly. You can roll it up, and using our B-Togs, it secures it right to the MOLLE here, and it keeps it out of the way when you're using the beaver flap. So our compression lid cinch, and then our side compression goes into the surface mounted quick attaches here on both sides. So that way your whole, if your zipper would fail, you have compression all the way around it, so you're not relying on keeping your stuff inside with the zipper. So here's the 3-day pack, ready to go without the flap on it. These just are here. You can use these for different tie-on points. So we'll get into some of these features here with the pack. The lid pocket is attached and sewn on, and we have our 3 zip antenna or hose outs, like I've got it running here. There's another pocket here, the main lid pocket. We've got a great little space for all kinds of different items that you need to get to real quickly. We've got a ID, Velcro ID patch on the back there, and a large patch on the front. There's ample side lift loops. So here's a large lift loop that you can use to help lift the pack, throwing it to cars or vehicles or whatever. Also on the sides, in the back, are grab loops to help lift the pack as you put it on, or to pick things up and throw them. However, lots of grab tabs on here. Obviously we want to use the haul loops for grabbing and lifting packs, especially with that have heavy weights in them, instead of grabbing them and trying to lift them by a compression strap or something that isn't quite as secure as these beefed up handles are. In the front here, we've got a few rows of MOLLE to attach your different pockets on there, and our compression straps. There's also some MOLLE webbing on here so you can attach stuff a little bit higher up. And on our side, we have some 4 rows of MOLLE webbing on here. So you can attach different pockets on the side. So what's really cool about our side here, there's this hydration bladder side. So this whole pocket is basically the whole side here. And we've got a Velcro panel hose out down below here so that you can follow your shoulder strap with your hose, which is kind of nice because it doesn't drip as much. Or with the side, there's a pass through up here in the corner that allows you to run a hose out the top and follow the top part of the shoulder strap. So it's real compatible for either which way if you want to run your hydration hoses. Getting into the lid here, we've got our single-handed surface mounts, and on our lid we also have an access at the bottom, so if you need to get into something and you got your pack down, you can get into your lid and find what you need to get into without having to flip it back up and around and do all this other stuff. And you can see our 3 zipper antenna outs, which also correspond with, on the overflow here, a little envelope sleeve here where you can run antennas out from the main pocket inside. So the lid's all attached, big haul loops here for hanging or dragging or doing whatever. Now, as we're on the side, we're getting to the top of the pack here. So remember, we have our hydration bladder in here, holds 100 ounce on this side and 100 ounce on the opposite side, with our integrated hanging system with the side releases, goes right through the bladder hanger. And what's really great about this system is our over-the-top compression that are dual side releases here. So this, when you're using this compression and you cinch it up, this actually helps to support the load of the water bladder. So it's not sagging and dropping all the way down to the bottom or caving in the load. All really helps support it so it's not jiggling around, sloshing, keeps it real stable. And there's also another compression strap over the top to secure the front of the pack, which is kind of nice. And we put this opening so if you need to get into your pack, you can get in. We'll open up one side, reach in here in the front, and you can get into the front of your pack. You don't have to open it all the way up and find this piece way in the back to be able to get into it. So that's kind of a cool feature there with our access panel. At the top, we have our overflow, just a standard top loading type pack. Some people call it a spindrift collar, overflow, whatever. Here's our hose outs. You can see that correspond with our 3 zip pieces here. This is a really cool part of the pack. This is the access. So on either side, you have a straight zipper. Oops, these. You have a straight zipper, Velcro at the top, and our whole front panel opens up. With internal compression, there are 3 internal compression arches here that allow you to really crank the load down, and it takes a lot of the stress off the zipper here, so you don't have any unwanted stress on the zipper trying to pull the teeth apart. In here, on the front of our access panel, we have a secure A4 pocket for all kinds of whatever things you'd like to put in there. Get into the compression part here. take out the stuffing. So on the inside of the pack here, we've got a large radio pocket. You see that there? Let me turn this out. So we've got a radio pocket with compression straps that's right up against our frame sheet, secure off the top. This can be used for the 117 radio, or the 111, the Golf radio, or the Foxtrot radio. And down below, there is extra battery storage with ladder lock compression pieces here. So there's able to store 2 extra batteries in there. Kind of a handy feature. Grommets for drain holes with water and stuff. No MOLLE on the bottom. Back panel here, we have a complete system that is body armor compatible. So we have our back pad here with our load stabilization sides on here, and this block pad, we call it, so it takes up the space underneath the body armor. And when you're wearing this with body armor, we have these removable pads, so it actually gets closer to the center of gravity. You don't have this extra thickness of the foam pad that you don't really need when you're wearing the body armor. Fully adjustable belt with forward pull cinch. It's a little easier to tighten up and get super snug around the waist. And there's our quick rundown of the 3-day pack.